time for Around the Ozarks Rewind, brought to you by Kaleidoscope at the corner of Fremont and Sunshine. Here are your hosts, Woody and Janet.
Hey, well, all right, now, what are you going to get for it? It's Woody P. and Janet Lane across the board. Janet, have you been to England again? You always come back with that silly accent.
I don't know where it comes from.
Were you in the boat? Were you in the boat when the boat tipped over?
No, of course not, silly. I was in the water.
That's Jay Stevens over there. He's behind the controls. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tom again from Kaleidoscope. Hi, Tom.
Hi there.
Can we call you Tommy?
Hello.
Does anybody ever call you Tommy?
No, but people do call me Tom again. Like that's my last name.
Yes, I know.
I know people that think that is your last name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or they'll say, "Aren't you?
Well, that's
Are you that guy on the radio?
It's your fault.
I'm not Woody."
Yeah,
Such
Tom
a
again.
distinctive voice.
Huh?
You know?
A
Tom's
distinctive
voice.
voice.
Your voice is so
He's a distinctive character.
Yes, I would say
you
so.
would be considered a character, a Springfield character.
Icon.
Springfield icon.
And I want to thank you so much for sponsoring. I'm tearing up for sponsoring our podcast because it's meant so much to me to come in here once a week, get off the farm,
Man,
wipe the manure off my boots.
you live in the boonies. I drove out to Soggy Bottoms last weekend to try to find Woody's house.
Windy Bottoms.
Oh, okay. Windy Bottoms. It's beautiful out there. It's far, far, far out.
You get used to it. It takes 25 minutes, actually.
Well, I was lost, of course. I didn't see your place.
No.
I found the place that you told me to go to. But apparently I was on the front of your bottom.
Well,
You were on the ridge.
I don't know if this is kind of
The ridge of his bottom.
I was down in the bottoms.
He lives
Well, Tom, what's new with you? We got anything new and exciting over at Kaleidoscope?
Well, actually, Pam and I are retired now. So our daughter Whitney.
Now, what does that mean exactly? You don't do anything but lay around and watch dead people on TV?
Hey.
Actually, no, it's not laying around. It's sitting around in a corner room of our house, looking out at our side lot, looking at squirrels and birds and stuff.
Your
And
backyard's
actually,
beautiful.
We saw 2 deer in our yard the other day.
In the side yard?
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
You need to see this tree they have in their backyard. It is
huge.
So cool.
It's huge.
Oak tree? White oak?
I don't know what kind of tree, but it's.
Does it have acorns?
No.
No.
Peanuts.
Okay. It's
But
probably
it's
not.
huge. It's like the first tree in the Ozarks. It's huge around.
Oh, that'd be a walnut tree.
circumference.
Has it got walnuts?
No. I don't know what it has.
That's a sycamore.
No, it's not a sycamore.
What could it be?
We need an arborist.
I don't know. I know a girl.
Wait, excuse me. We have an arborist.
the plant.
Woody.
Woody.
Whoa.
I'm moving that bell again.
no.
A little further this
So
way.
how,
a little further this
we
way.
try to describe your store every week. And, I feel like I don't do it justice. How do you describe such an eclectic store? It is a store.
Yeah, and you're right. It's Kaleidoscope is constantly changing. That's
Constantly changing.
So, but since Whitney and Ben have taken it over,
They're great.
it's just since we go in infrequently, that it changes, but it's so nice. It's really High Times magazine a few years ago described the store that it had an article. The article was, and remember, High Times magazine used to be a countercultural magazine, but now it's the Forbes magazine of a giant industry. And they described us as one of the 10 legendary head shops in the country.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, legendary.
Is that what it's considered
that's even
still?
better than iconic.
It was back in the 70s.
Yeah.
But it has everything
Yeah,
now.
but now it's got probably the oldest smoke shop in Missouri, and with tattooing and piercing and body jewelry. I mean, we have body jewelry from $6 to $600, and people will wait for 2 or 3 hours to get pierced. It amazes me.
The
But I love
piercing
it.
What would be a
is cool.
$600 piercing?
No, the jewelry is because we got
I see.
gold, diamonds, just
I
like you'd
see.
find at
I would
Justice
think that would be
Jewelers.
like a circumcision. $600.
Oh, they
By
call
the way,
that
there is
something. What do they call that?
There is a job
Piercing.
available at Mercy
Yeah, I know what they call
that you could probably get.
No.
Ask me
No,
what
thanks.
you have to ask me what it pays.
What would that pay?
Yeah, 20 skins a week, chance to get ahead.
Did it?
I was waiting for you to go get that,
little
Bill.
girls are
I'm
born,
sorry.
they get like pink things and
Pink
fluffy things. But when little boys are born, what do they get? Circumcised. Ha ha ha. That's a.
Not anymore. I don't think they're doing that
Stole that
anymore.
one from
stuff on the
Yakov.
radio, really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they're doing that anymore.
Oh, yes, they are.
So,
Bill?
They've been doing it for thousands of years.
I don't think they should.
if you're going to get it done, it's better to get it done now than back in what we probably did with 2 rocks.
Ooh.
Well-
or a stone knife. Whatever.
Oh.
Okay. This is already bothering me. This.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell that
Okay,
out.
move along. So you brought up the 70s. You want to talk about the 70s?
This guy asked me, what was it like in the 70s? I said, I've got a perfect story for the 70s.
That was me. I just asked you.
Okay, but somebody, another person, So anyway, I said, well, here's the thing. Back in the day, I had a friend who was a realtor, but he was a dealer, and so
I've got those kind of
he
friends.
said to me, let's go out and look at some real estate, because he was a real estate guy. And
Was it wink, wink, nudge, nudge?
That's what I was thinking. Is
Say
a
no
real
more, say no
estate
more.
code for,
yeah.
Let's get some.
So let's go
Booger
look at some-
sugar.
let's go look at some property. So we went out to the middle of nowhere, and he pulls off the road and pulls this mirror off the visor, and he puts this product out. And at that time, it's like maybe 76. The store, we gave away a $500 bill as a giveaway for our anniversary. And at that time, you could spend a $500 bill. It's not legal tender now. You could hang it on your wall if you bought it for $1,500. But
Wait
then,
a minute. A $500 bill is no longer legal tender.
No, it's no.
The top one is $100.
I don't know I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, he reached in his pocket and got a dollar bill. I said, wait a minute. I got this $500 bill and rolled it up, gave it to him. And he said, well, what is this? I said, Jay, here's the deal. We're 28, 26, whatever. We should be at an 8 to 5 job with a coat and tie, but we're not. We're out here in the middle of nowhere, pulled off on a red dirt road in this beat up pickup truck.
Like Cheech and Chong.
Yeah, doing something we shouldn't be doing with a $500 bill. No. Doing something we haven't paid for with a $500 bill we're going to give away to a total stranger. That's the 70s. And
Ain't life a nut.
I got one more 70s story. Another year, like
Did
maybe
you guys
2
ever party together?
we wouldn't remember.
I don't
think so.
How could you not have?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, we were probably maybe in the same
place.
place, but
Oh yeah.
So another year we gave away a 24-karat gold-plated bong.
Wow.
For that you came and registered for it. So a friend of mine and I were at home. We were up in the upstairs doing the same thing that Jay and I were doing. And the police call. Somebody had it was
Jay and
the
I.
The
that was your Betty.
yeah.
The one in the truck.
Yeah. So
And you met me.
between the old house, the old store, and the current building we're in, there was like a 2-foot wide little alley.
I remember
and
that.
Somebody had reached through the window and tried to take the bong off the counter, but they dropped it. And so the police called. The alarm went off. The police called. Bob and I went over, and we were upstairs in the office still doing this. And they went downstairs, and the officer was fingerprinting a 24-karat gold-plated bong, which just seemed, surreal kind of.
Yeah, the Pink Panther.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when we got there, the police were really nice. And the guy went up ahead of me with his gun drawn. If you remember the old story, the stairway kind of curved back up. And there was a full-size cutout of James Dean at the top. Freeze! So I said, sir, it's cardboard. Yeah, but
He's frozen.
But he was on his toes. He's there to protect me.
And there's a full size cutout of you over there.
Yes, there is.
And there's a full-size cutout of Jay.
Here.
Somewhere
Yeah,
here.
here.
And I've got mine at my house.
I don't
Everybody
have
should have one.
I don't
Janet,
have one.
you need one.
I need one.
Well, if you get a
Real
good
little.
one, I mean,
Real
with high resolution, they're kind of pricey.
So we go to the Metropolitan Grill a lot, and I wanted to get the company that makes those is called Advanced Graphics, and I wanted to get pictures of all of the bartenders, Alex and Christian and everybody, Genevieve, and going on a Sunday because Pat gave me a key to the Metropolitan Grill. Why, I don't know. But
So you could put your leftovers in the fridge, right?
He said what he said to me was, if you're going to the lake, you might want to stop by and make yourself a Bloody Mary. First of all, I don't go to the lake, and I don't drink Bloody Marys. I drink tequila. So, and sometimes a lot. I hope Whitney's not listening to this. She lost her train of thought. You know, when you're 80, the train of thought jumps the tracks occasionally.
I bet.
Mine jumps.
Oh, so I wanted to take and get these cutouts made of all the bartenders and set them behind the bar on a Sunday. So they'd come in there and, but there was a waste of money, really.
No, that's
But it would have been funny. Yeah, but now it won't be funny anymore.
Because everyone will
Wait a minute.
hear it.
You did do that, or are you thinking about doing it?
I thought about it, but now since I've said it, I've got.
It's a waste of time to tell us what you thought about but didn't do.
Yeah.
It's like telling somebody what you dreamed about. Nobody cares what you dreamed about.
You want to hear what
Not
I
even if
dreamed
it was
about?
with you.
But, huh?
Not even if it was like a dream about you.
Yeah, you don't want to hear about my dream?
If I had a dream about you, Woody.
I had a dream
Well,
about
that's
both of you.
understandable. We celebrities, we get used to people telling us that.
Were you in the Army?
I was.
I was in the Marines.
Headquarters Battery, 1st Battalion, 22nd Artillery.
Now, you see, here's the thing. I tell people that I was in the Marines. But here's the deal. And I went to boot camp with 16 friends of mine from Billings, Montana.
From where? Billings?
Billings, yeah. So we were in the reserves. And so I said, I didn't get shot at, I didn't shoot anybody, but the Viet Cong never got to Billings. I don't try to take all the credit.
No.
But a little bit of credit.
Charlie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kept them out of Billings.
Yeah. They didn't. I got to Laurel, Montana, but they didn't get to Billings.
Who's Charlie?
Well, Charlie is
Charlie
Viet Cong.
the Cong. Charlie's in the wire.
The VC.
Yeah.
Oh.
The VC. But nowadays, they're coming up from Venezuela and Puerto Rico?
No.
I can't believe the invasion. Over 1.9 million gotaways. They have no idea where they are or who they are.
I drove by the turnoff for Aurora, Colorado, and I
you
wanted
did?
to go just to see, what was
You
going
could
on,
have
but I
got
didn't.
molested.
Where's this? Where's this at?
Whoa.
Well, I would have gone. if I
We're
known.
road tripping, buddy.
Yeah. I believe you could get molested here.
That's
I'm just saying.
Yes, you
Go that
can.
far?
In this room, actually.
Yeah, in this room, actually. It's happened.
In the parking lot.
Every now and then,
Yes.
some creepy guy will follow her out of a grocery store to her car. That happens to you, doesn't it?
Yes, but you know what?
It's the burden of beauty.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
We have it both.
We both have
Except
that.
when she
four
has
of
a
us.
booger
All
on her
four
nose.
of us have that.
Why did you put that picture on Facebook with the booger on your nose?
I didn't have a booger.
Wait,
I
it's still
blew it
there.
up. That's a nose ring. How
Oh,
dare
well,
you?
it
You
looks
had
like-
me blowing that up, looking up my own nose.
Did you get
Oh,
that
you
in our
can see
store?
what's
I
that?
did.
Okay, good.
Yes, Ben.
That's a beautiful nose ring. Done
Thank
by
you.
Ben Crehan,
You're
my
Ben.
son-in-law.
You're Ben.
Wow.
He's
No,
done-
you couldn't be in better
he's done a
hands.
couple. Yeah, he's done
Yeah.
quite a few.
Are there some we can't see?
Maybe.
What else can we think about the 70s? Stores that aren't here anymore. Cartoons wasn't even around. back
Ebenezer's.
then.
I sent you a picture of
Ebenezer's?
Ebenezer's menu. Did you
Yeah.
get that?
Yes, I did.
I thought that
but
would
you know, it didn't
be
have his
cool for
face
you.
on it, like on.
Oh, I have that.
Schultz and Dooley's, is that still here?
Yeah,
Is it? Okay.
I think
it?
so.
well, here's the thing.
And
it's-
what's the place that had the pool table on
Cat and the Fiddle.
Sunshine? Out towards I don't
The
know.
Cat and the Fiddle.
No.
Do you remember
That's
that
on
place?
Glendstone.
Cat and the Fiddle's over in the plaza, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on the plaza.
It's just a gravel parking lot now, I think.
How about the Shady
Yeah.
Inn?
Yeah.
Cy Simon used to love that place.
And what was the place in the mall with the red chairs? The Golden Lion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved that place.
Yeah.
This is kind of
The Golden Lion for guys had a payphone in the men's bathroom. I'm sorry.
What's
if you were
that for?
the DEA, that's the phone you should tap. You should have tapped.
Why? What
So
do
they could
guys talk
call
about
their-
in the bathroom?
They could call out for who knows what.
Booger sugar.
that's not
Are
it.
we back to booger
If
sugar
it was
again?
any of your business,
What? I'd have a phone in my own bathroom.
Change your gender.
We never. I never saw
The Golden Lion. Man, that was.
You know what I want to do? I mentioned watching dead people on TV because that's in my mind. You know, Perry Mason and Della.
Are you going to watch the new Matlock?
Oh, you don't mean like zombies. You mean like old TV programs.
Yeah. You know, Barney and Andy.
Oh, I watch that all the time.
I know, and it's like, what are you doing with your time, Woody? You're watching dead people on TV.
Watch the new stuff. Watch the new Menendez brothers.
The Golden Girls? I watched that yesterday.
Yeah.
Laughed. Thought it was funny. Never watched it before.
You know
They're
what's
all
really
gone.
funny is Johnny Carson.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
man.
On Reels.
The ones with Bob Hope and Dean Martin and remember the one with George
Jonathan Winters.
Yeah.
And they smoked on the set.
Yeah.
Bob
Crazy.
Newhart.
Yeah.
Bob Newhart was talking the other day. He goes, Germans, he says, I did the show in German. They just don't get it. They go, like, well, why do you call him curly? He has no hair.
Yeah.
Why you call him tiny? He's very big.
So I saw that one of those Johnny Carsons where Tommy Smothers came out as Johnny Carson.
Perfect.
Like he had all the ticks and the moves and
Yeah, and the exact same
and
suit.
the hair, the suit, exactly. It was
And
so
he kept
cool.
doing it after he sat down. And
It was who
Johnny's
being
like,
who?
Huh? It was Tommy Smothers.
Yeah.
Doing Johnny Carson?
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up.
He was Johnny Carson.
Wow.
Yeah.
You would have sworn it
Yeah.
was Johnny Carson. He had the voice down.
Came out, just came out behind the curtain, and it was great. And you know, that show was just the best. And Johnny Carson was so
He didn't get into
quick.
politics.
Yeah.
That's what.
He'd have trouble now.
But anyway, we're talking about dead people on TV. Let's talk about people that we remember in the 70s. The people I miss, all the Gary Summers, miss them like crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Rick Snelson, miss him like crazy.
And then he had
Car Fi.
Car Fi.
Eeny, meeny, miny, car
Steve
fi.
Cash.
Steve Cash.
Yeah.
Yep. And,
He did that ad,
Benny
didn't he?
Mahan.
Yeah.
Steve Cash did the ad?
I think Steve Cash did Car Fi.
And who was the lead singer for the dog people?
Jim Wonderly.
Jim Wonderly.
Yeah.
He loved to write movie reviews.
Yeah.
I like to be at the very first showing a matinee, and Jim Wonderly would always be there, taking notes.
Yeah.
Steve Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. He yesterday I saw on a Facebook page of somebody's that was the 25th anniversary of his death yesterday.
As probably Connie.
Yeah,
Connie.
Connie's. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I saw that too.
What about
I saw
Jim
that as
Thomas?
well.
Did you know Jim Thomas, Mr. T? He was Payne Stewart's brother-in-law.
No.
Oh yeah, is he gone?
Yeah.
No. Oh my gosh.
You know,
he was so.
I'm 80. We don't
sweet.
really need, you know.
We're recalling loved ones.
No, you're being really
of the
depressing.
70s. I am?
Yeah.
But you see,
Okay.
when
We're all going to die.
I know. Well,
Let's talk about that.
what? Oh, the suicide pod.
I'm kidding. No.
Did you hear about that lady in
Oh,
Switzerland?
yes, yeah.
Yeah, there's these suicide pods.
Oh,
you
yeah.
get in them. I think I talked about it on the podcast one time.
Yeah.
You pay
To get
go-
in it.
and then there's a voice that comes on and says, "If you're ready to die, press this button."
Wow.
Yeah, and then all this
it's
gas.
real
comes in.
futuristic looking.
Very, and there's
yeah.
a waiting list.
Yeah.
And then they just take the pod, and I guess I thought they reuse the pods, and I was thinking, ooh,
They do, don't they?
that's kind of like a really bad.
Whoa, they make you get your own pod?
Yeah.
Whoa.
They don't reuse it.
And they
No,
bury,
'cause-
they bury you in the
I
pod?
bet
I
they
think
use
so.
it.
Wow.
No.
No, that's like
No.
a sick Cadbury egg thing.
No,
That's
they don't
gross.
bury you in the pod.
They don't?
No. It's supposedly high tech.
Well, apparently this lady
Little tiny gas chambers,
cashed
what it
in
is.
her life savings,
Yeah.
went there, and it didn't work.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she's
Wouldn't
like,
that
But
chick-
that's- I
it
think that-
kind of
You
worked.
got no money and you're still
And you're-
alive.
I think that's pretty enlightened, though.
That's working radio.
That's right.
I think that's pretty enlightened. Switzerland is a way ahead of the curve on that.
I disagree. I think there's always hope. And
I don't
the
know,
Lord
no.
could come back tomorrow.
Who's
God
coming?
came,
Well-
God went, God came again.
That's true.
Sorry.
I believe in that
Sorry, I
too.
shouldn't
But
have
you know
done
what?
that.
My mom got so bad and so sick. She was begging she wanted me to do something.
I think of the-
You know what that
might
feels
come to the
like?
point where you go, I've had a really good run here.
Yeah. And it's just
Time to
modern
sail on
medicine
and not be a
keeping
burden to anybody.
them alive. It's
Yeah.
just these tubes and stuff. And it's
I've
like,
got one
that's
rule
not-
for the end of my life, Janet.
pull the plug.
No!
What?
Never.
You said.
Never pull the plug.
She was so
Man, I
ready
get
to
that
while
wrong.
you were in that surgery. She was.
We have
was.
gone
I
over
thought-
this
I
and
thought-
over this. If I'm laying there and you think I'm brain dead, I'm not. I'm working on it. I'll be back. Do not pull the plug.
Are you
if there's a sign at the end of the bed that says DNR, that means do not resuscitate.
Yeah.
Tear that sign off the bed. Say, I believe in him. He'll be back, and I'll be back.
I
don't
try-
care
We'll bust
who
you
think
out,
I'm a
Woody. We'll
burden
bust
on.
you
out.
Thank you,
Okay,
man.
how old are you? Just curious.
I'm almost
It
50
varies.
now.
It varies.
You liar.
I don't. You know what? I
mean,
people got mad at me. They say, I wish you happy birthday. You didn't say anything back. I don't believe in marking time.
He hates his birthday. I called him on his birthday. He
hate
was mad at
every
me.
special.
What was the number of it?
He won't tell me. I've worked with him for how long? 27 years?
Nick Russo was
28
like
years?
that too. Everybody wondered, how old is he? How old is he?
I see him jogging.
Yeah, he's still jogging.
I called Rule the other day, and Rule Chapel, and I said,
the socialist.
I had a picture. There was a picture of him and Nick on the stage at the Ryman Auditorium.
Right.
And I said, here you two were at McSalty's.
Right.
And now look at the time has passed, and you're at the Mother Church of Country Music. I mean, that's
That is
really,
amazing.
you just never know, but that's really cool.
Was this on Facebook?
It was a picture, maybe on the Daredevil, probably Rule's page.
You're friends with Rule?
There was a.
Yeah.
You're friends with Nick?
I don't really know Nick, but I know him. I know him, but
Never going to get to
and
that
really-
party.
See, I love Rule's Facebook page. Rule, my favorite one is Bikers and Friends Against MAGA. That's my favorite. My favorite.
Bikers
Facebook
and
page.
friends?
Against, yeah. Oh, it's just.
There was a picture of Nick and Rule together. They are complete polar opposites politically.
Yeah.
But best friends.
Yeah.
But wait a minute, and they were standing at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They were inside it, and Nick wrote, "It's ironic that that Rule and I are here in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If it weren't for Rule, I would be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame." But he has
funny.
But he has been a stone around my neck for 50 years.
That's funny.
And we started out at not McSalty's, but Shakey's.
Fun and also pizza.
Huh?
Fun, Shakey's, fun, and also pizza.
Yes. Where was it? Where was
Glenstone.
it? Glenstone and...
I think it was just Glenstone. Turned into a strip joint, didn't
Right,
it?
and they just tore it down, right? Wasn't it right over here?
Well, this isn't television. People can't see you pointing.
On Glenstone.
He was
His arm almost reached Glenstone. That's
he
how
was
long
pointing southeast,
Thank you, Woody.
west or something.
I went to Shakey's. I can't remember where it was, though.
That was because it was back in the 70s.
I think
I was a kid.
and you think about the people who have been on the radio that are gone, the voices.
Oh, so many.
Plaza Shoot, Noreen, come see us, won't you?
Noreen.
Yeah, come see us, won't you?
Woody Justice.
Yeah. I always liked Woody's ads because when you heard his voice, he was talking about something fun, an anniversary or a wedding
Or a special gem.
or a special
that he found.
occasion, you know. So
Well,
We did his first live remote. Do you remember that? When he
at
was
his
in
new place. That was after he was in.
a strip center on Sunshine in a little bitty shop. He
Yeah.
was just starting out. We did a live remote, and not saying we helped him, but
probably.
he,
No, but
they
his
took off.
I forgot who his advertising guy was. The guy from Texas came up with, and I want to be your jeweler. And then you heard it on so many, and I want to be your lawyer.
Yeah.
And I want to
Yeah.
be your arborist.
I've been lucky enough that I've been able to brand our business with my voice,
Mm-hmm.
and and I think I've been told that that's happened, but I hear people doing their this is Steve from whatever but some people don't have the voice for it. They're not really comfortable talking, and you can kind of tell it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
some people are just bad actors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
it was in one ear, not
wait,
the other.
where are you going?
Oh, yeah.
Why, I'm going to the sale.
Yeah.
Don't you know about this big sale down at the...
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean, Woody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to make...
Did we misspell this word here?
Thank goodness we've got artificial intelligence to make her sound normal.
What?
Duh. How are you doing on time there, Jay Stevens?
Good. We got about 5 more minutes of epic radio.
What do you want to do? Sing or...
Do you want a letter?
Oh,
You can all...
is it funny or what?
Well, I don't know. But this person wanted to hear everyone's opinion on the podcast, and now we have another person in the studio.
Special guest.
Okay, well...
All right. Dear Woody and Janet, I want to hear everyone's opinion on the podcast. I am currently going through a divorce. It is not final, sadly, not even close. If you've ever been through one, you know it's... And there's a cuss word there. Can I say it? H.
No.
Okay.
What's it start with?
H.
It's heck.
Yeah, heck. Anyway, I just found out.
Word that start with H. Yeah. I'm going.
I couldn't think of one.
You
I really
couldn't
don't
think of
I don't
one.
think I couldn't really think of a bad cuss word that started with H.
I don't think there is one.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just found out that the soon-to-be ex has been having his new girlfriend down to our lake house. I stress our because it's still ours. This is a place in which we spent many years. My son was even conceived there. Am I wrong for being appalled and
Bitter, maybe.
bitter? Sincerely, Bitter in Branson.
Okay, first of all, nobody likes it when their ex is going out with somebody else.
Wait, but they're not exes yet, right? They're
Right.
still married.
But they are
So I would want to
in
know.
everything except on paper.
Did she
It's
leave her phone number for when he's maybe?
Jay was probably going to ask too. Do you have
And
a
there's
number?
going to be a fight over that property eventually. Lawyers are going to get involved.
Yeah,
And
but
it's
he's
ugly.
having a girlfriend.
You got to let
out
it go. You got to let it go. I mean, if you want to, the only thing you can do is get an attorney and say, half of that house is mine. I want a settlement now, one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. I'll step back.
there? Okay.
I'm just one man
Okay.
Among many.
among billions.
Well, I don't know what
Like
I would
Rocky
say. I mean, if it's
Moselle.
over, it's over, I guess. You know.
So this is a thing you do on your podcast. You have let people write you letters. Mm-hmm. Oh,
They
that's
send
cool.
in letters.
Yeah.
Woody had one from.
Wait till you hear this one. Let me do
Kansas
this
City.
one real fast because
Okay.
it might involve something that could be done at his store.
Ooh.
Pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Dear Woody and Janet, we have
Pretty much
a
anything has been done at the store.
Yeah.
Get the mirror out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really. Okay. We in the old store. The very first time we had T-shirts. Do you remember Dave Milner? He was partners in Beggars.
Oh,
Bruce
Beggars
Simmons.
with
Yeah.
Henson.
Beggars.
Yeah. With
Beggars Banquet.
yeah. With,
I did a tanning
Bruce
contest
Imicus,
for
I
them.
think was partners with him. Or anyway, Joe Horton and whatever.
Joe Horton,
Yeah,
yeah.
so Dave Milner, we got these T-shirts, and the first Kaleidoscope T-shirts we ever got. Dave opened the box, and a girl was standing at the other side of the counter, and she said, "How do I get one of those?" And Dave said, "You take that one off, we'll just trade you right now." And she did. And I turned to Dave and I said, "This is going to be a great job."
Yeah.
And then I see you couldn't do this today. We had
Well.
we
Well,
had a fifth or a handle thing of Jim Beam, and Dave yelled up the stairs, "The first girl coming down naked gets the Jim Beam," and it was on the stairway.
I didn't run.
No, and you didn't get it. It was just, it was just so non-HR in those days. It was great.
Yeah. Do you remember Jody's Underworld?
Stop.
Yeah.
Were you
Stop.
a model for them?
I did a TV commercial when I was in high school for them.
That guy was strange. He used to come into the
You
radio
think?
station. And, what was his name?
So I'm like a junior in high school, and I did this. And it was on TV. And then I went back to school, and people were going,
Jody Ross sang the jingle.
I know. And it was, do you know where that was filmed? Bridget Carson's house.
That was Wayne Carson's house.
Yes.
So one other time, Dave talked my wife Pam into taking her dress off upstairs, and he talked her into going out on the balcony of the old store.
Wow.
And we locked her out.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. That was
my.
Fun times.
Oh, my. I think I have a picture.
That reminds me, I was at a party with you.
Yes.
Somebody's house way over on the north side.
That's our house. North Campbell. 1016.
No, let's see. Mitch and Donna were there.
Probably our house.
Again.
Another party you
I
didn't go
was
to.
not invited.
Okay, it was really fun. You missed a good one, Jamie.
Again, I'm
My
sure.
son Alan wrote a really cool essay on that house.
Did he?
He lives in Porto, Portugal now.
Let me read this letter real quick.
I'm sorry, I
Where?
interrupted. Porto, Portugal.
Oh, wow.
Portugal.
Yeah.
We have a 14-year-old daughter and have tried to be understanding because I know that's a very tough age. Her mother and I have been pretty lenient with the style of clothes that she wears and with makeup, getting her ears pierced. But now she wants to dye her hair purple. I know that's trendy, but I think it's one step too far for a 14-year-old. She's not happy with me. I'd love to hear some opinions from other parents dealing with kids who want to mess with their appearance. Thanks, guys. Would you? Can you dye people's hair purple over there?
No, we used to sell the dye or the colored hairspray back in the old days. But here's the thing. I remember when getting an Elvis, duck-tailed haircut. Parents were just up in arms over that. But really,
It's called a DA.
Yeah, you just let her do it. We all go through phases.
You did.
That was in the 50s.
You were always changing your appearance, trying to figure out who you were.
I would say, nobody asked me, I didn't get the letter, but I'd say, pick a different thing to fight about.
I've got a
pick your
14-year-old
battle.
daughter, and a bunch of her friends have colored hair.
Yeah.
And they change the colors
Yeah,
all the
it's all-
time.
it's fun.
Blue,
It's
pink. I
expression.
have a
It's good.
girlfriend that does
I say
makeup.
if you're looking out for the best interest of your child, you have to lay down some guidelines. They know it's because you love them, and they'll appreciate it later. But
No,
I'm kind of with you.
That's not the
You
goal.
want to have purple hair? Fine.
Have
yeah.
fun.
Everybody's, I think
You're-
that's fine.
You're just jealous because you can't have purple hair.
He can if he'll take it out of his drawer.
Woody.
Boom.
You hair people.
But getting back to that, don't you think that you just?
Pulling his teeth out. He's pulling his teeth out.
Teeth out.
He just pulled his teeth out.
I just think that's not a battle you need to have.
Nah.
No, but I don't want any 14-year-old daughter of mine getting pierced in her tongue or her eyebrow.
I think probably tongue is not good, but eyebrow. I mean, piercing is. It's just. Tattoos and piercing they're everywhere. I'm surprised the people I see with tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
Me too. I always ask them, "Were you drunk?"
Oh, you should see at my daughter's church.
Jay admitted
a lot
that twice
of people
he
have
was.
tattoos.
See, we
Not-
won't
he said
tattoo you.
drinking.
We won't tattoo you or pierce you if you're drunk.
That's what I was saying.
We can't be
I
too
didn't
drunk,
think-
right?
Yeah, a lot of places won't
Well,
do it,
anyway,
which is a
Tom,
good thing.
Let's wrap this up by giving our best to Pam. She's a beautiful woman.
Thank you very
Always
much.
has been. I never got to know her like I wanted to. Even
gorgeous.
though I know Kelly. Kelly's a huge fan of Pam.
She's so
she's a good
sweet.
person.
Yeah,
So sweet.
and
She's awful nice.
and our best to who is it? Christian and
Whitney
Whitney
and Ben.
Whitney and
and Ben.
Yeah.
Ben.
They
Where
were
did I
my
get
old
Christian?
neighbors. I watched those little boys grow up.
And
they'll be 20. Here's the thing. our Pam's our grandchildren, Whitney and Ben's boys, twins, will be 20 on October the 9th.
Wow.
Isn't that weird?
The same day, Kaleidoscope will be 52.
Okay, that's
That's pretty, yeah.
that's
Ain't
quite
life
a
a nut.
coincidence.
Yeah, see, Pam and I will be married 53 years on December the 18th, Keith Richards' birthday.
Wow.
Blow my mind.
And
Wow.
you know, and that
How's that possible?
well here, October the 9th, that's John Lennon's birthday.
Get out of town.
Really? The cred here is incredible.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You should have gone to the Stones with
I know.
With me.
We gave our Stones tickets to
I heard that.
To our-
You were probably like front row, who knows, backstage.
Anyway,
it was
Probably
six-
drove
I
them
hear
there.
the music playing.
Yep. It's Woody's
You know what
song.
that
Oh,
Yep.
did you do the
closing music?
sign? You did the sign.
Oh, I didn't do the sign here. There.
Oh yeah.
The sign.
That's our secret sign. Did you ever watch the show Third Rock from the Sun?
I know of the show. I don't know if I
They had
ever
a
watched it.
secret.
I kind of remember that.
Never
for some
mind.
reason.
Oh, secret
John
tunnel
Lithgow,
sign.
he's brilliant.
Oh,
Things
yeah.
are different today because of the seating, and I'm practically on Janet's lap
Yeah.
today. So
What if John Lithgow?
He is. He was
switch-
in
let's switch
the
places.
movie about the atom bomb.
What's that?
Oppenheimer.
What is
He
that?
was in
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. Yeah. He played a defense attorney or something like that. Tom from Kaleidoscope, an amazing. Do a commercial, Tom.
Hi, this is Tom again from Kaleidoscope. I'm inviting you to listen to Around the Ozarks Rewind with Woody and Janet wherever you get your podcast, 24 hours a day. Woody and Janet, thanks for having me.
Yay!
Thanks for having us.
That wasn't
every
bad.
day.
Now do it once more. Feel.
This has been Around the Ozarks Rewind with Woody and Janet. If you have questions or topics for the show, email Woody and Janet at aroundtheozarks.com.